Dude, we almost in Atlanta. You know, get yourself a Rockform phone case. I don't think anybody touching it. It's pretty durable. It is a good size. It isn't bulky. It does come with some accessories if you buy those, like a belt clip or whatever it does. It spins around. I recommend it. I'm not getting paid for this. I bought this a couple of months ago, and it's holding it down. Make sure you get a screen protector though for your phone every time. You see right there, that bar right there? Every truck, almost every truck has one of these bars nowadays. Passenger side, driver side. That's how strong that magnet is. That magnet is strong. And you know that bar is only big enough, big as a broomstick. And it's sticking onto that, going down the road in the tractor trailer and hitting bumps, jumping over railroad tracks. I said jumping over railroad tracks like it's the Dukes of Hazzard, but you know. Hitting moon craters. Now, you hit a couple of moon craters, it's gonna rattle a little something. But it will not fall down. I guarantee that. I stand by that like Pepsi. Like the chairman of General Mills. Anyway, get yourself a Rockform. You won't be disappointed. It ain't bulky like an out-of-box or anything like that. You can literally take this thing and put it on the back of your trailer if it's not aluminum, the bumper and stuff, and the mounting bracket. You can stick it back there and drive 1,000 miles, and that joke is not coming off. Again, I guarantee that. I stand by that. I'm not getting paid for this, but I'm just telling you what it is. Anyway, on to the video. Yesterday, I came eastbound out of Atlanta by Six Flags. I saw 6 containers the whole trip. Then I got to my destination. 2 of the 6 were there, empty loaded. I don't know. The ones that I saw, the 3 that I saw going westbound here, were they empty or loaded? I don't know. The one that was going eastbound, Lad Truck Lines, pulling a container. I don't know if he was empty or loaded. But Lad is from somewhere out this way. But hey, I didn't see a lot of containers yesterday. When I left yesterday to go do a pickup, there was 2 containers at Love's Truck Stop in Columbia, South Carolina. Actually, one until I was getting ready to leave, then another one showed up. He was empty. Another thing about them container boys, they don't know how to close no doors properly. I'll tell you that. So, yesterday, very low volume of containers. I will tell you today, you know, right now at this point, I am closer to Atlanta than I was, you know, was yesterday. When I started recording, I was already probably 30 miles outside of town. But still, I think that's still a good gauge. But today, there are more of them. I've seen more. I've seen about 15 today, to be honest. All going eastbound. None. I have seen none going westbound. But I will say some of those probably coming from the rail. You know, you see the Swifts, you see the JB Hunts. So you already know that's rail. Snyder too. Then you'll see the others, you know, out there. But as you look over there, you don't really see them. Now there's been articles, people been talking about it and stuff like that. From different areas, different ports, different drivers, different operators at the ports are saying different numbers. Because not everybody's numbers is going to be the same. A 10% drop in Long Beach or whatever would be a 20% drop in Charleston probably. You get what I'm saying? It's a smaller port. That damn Long Beach area, what's that other one over there? I mean, well, that whole, I call it all the same shit. But it would take like Savannah, did it a whole south from Savannah to Norfolk, right on up to Baltimore to make up what they have. Now, a lot of the stuff has been moving over to the east in Houston. Whatever they're working on as far as redirecting over the last few years. But whatever's going on with the tariffs, you know, this country depends on a lot of China stuff. So we kind of did it to ourselves too, to be honest. I mean, $90, he out there, you know, I think he should have took a different approach. Well, you know, when you coming off the top rope with like 200% and shit, you know, it's just gonna look crazy. You know, the Chinese, they can eat off of rice and noodles and bread for like 50 years, man. Shit, you know? I don't know, man. So, but we'll see how that goes. But overall, depending on where you at, your volume is gonna be different than somebody else's. I had California friends talking about, well, after I showed the article, where and some posts from, again, drivers, operators at the ports, shoremen, you know, saying different things. And I got drivers like, well, I've been, in one of the articles, let me go back, I keep doing this. I'll start something and I'll freeze myself and go back. And I'm good for that. Just something I do. But the article says, sometime in May, you will start to see the change in the volume of the container freight. Well, I've been hauling this and that for 6 months, and blah, 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 blah. No, it fucking says sometime in May. This is the problem with truck drivers. Look at this driver right here, man. Now he wanted to see, you knew you had to get over it, but you should have did it way back there. But now you're gonna cause a problem right here because you got an infant brain. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Get my ass over now. Bird brain did what he did. But dudes is like, oh yeah, I do this, I do that. It's last 6 months, and other drivers saying the same thing. But don't believe it. And what, like, motherfucker, these are the people that work at these places saying this. Different places, different ports, different types of employees, from truck drivers to shoremen. What are you talking about? Like, different ways of communicating with the people, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's a damn news article, whether it's somebody called into a show. Now, I can understand if it was one person just running around saying something. Okay, we gotta see something here. But when you're talking about people from different regions saying different things, they're using different numbers on volume. Well, we was getting 200 a day. Now we're getting 30 a day. You know, now we only seen 6 come out. That's definitely a smaller port. You know, we had a 20% drop. We had this. We had this. This is what we're hearing. What is wrong with that? You know, but when somebody says sometime in May, and then you go back and start talking about something from 6 months ago, what you doing now? That's not May, sometime in May. Yes, today's May 1st, but come on, man. That's the problem with truck drivers. They don't pay attention to details. They don't listen. They suck at math. You know. What Dirty Bro say? They're not proactive. They always reactive. Hey, Dirty Bro, some of them stand there and get hit by the bus. They don't even react. But that's what it is with truck drivers, man. Stuck in the past, stuck in COVID still. And I had an old video up there. I'll probably put it in the in the link down there in the description. While I was talking about this during COVID, and everybody's like, "You owner operators taking all the money, you're not giving us no money." You know, I said I'll adjust and I'll adapt to what's going on out here, but I will not overdo it. People were giving up 50%. This is the new norm and everything like that, you know. And I told you, I said, "You'll see who'll be standing around here after all this shit hits the fan." Because it's gonna hit the fan. You don't know what you're talking about. This is what it's gonna be now. No, it's not. But okay, whatever. Well, I adjust and pay drivers, and you know, so they can get money and I get money. Yes, but at the end of the day, I do know that most likely a driver will not be driving here anymore. He's going to leave and go somewhere else. He's going to go do something or get in trouble. Something's going to happen. And I'm going to be the one left holding the bag or whatever. You know, and if it wasn't on bad terms or whatever, or listen, if it was, they, you know, now that everything hit the fan, you can't do what you used to do and everything, 50% and stuff like that. All these drivers are doing now, not all of them, they're still trying to chase COVID. COVID is long gone. You're not going to get it again unless something crazy happens out here. All right? It just ain't going to happen unless something crazy go down. You know, it's rinse, wash, repeat. That's what drivers are doing. Now you leave wherever you left. You know, things ain't working out because the COVID numbers are gone. Now you're going somewhere else. You're still trying to get COVID numbers. Whether you're driving as a W-2 or 1099 company driver, you know, or you're owner-operator leased on somewhere. You know, good times, you're not going to get those back. You have to learn how to adapt and adjust. I remember before COVID, I had a problem when I was at Landstar. You know, I was at Landstar 6 years. And he ran over something under that car, and he got a flat check. This is at 2018, I want to say, somewhere around there. Bad streak happened, things started getting rough. I had bought those trucks. I knew what I could get away with, but it was rough. And I had them step decks. Rough! And I was about to hit the eject button. See, a lot of people they would have did that and hit the eject button. Now they gotta go somewhere else they don't really know about. They just watch some YouTube sensation say some shit. And that YouTube sensation don't know what the hell they talking about. So then you get over there and now you gotta figure it out. Yeah, I mean, when you leave, you gotta figure it out. When you leave, you still ain't making no money in the transition. So what do you do? So I thought about it for a minute. I got the offer. I got approved at a carrier and Mercer, and I almost went. I thought about it. I said, you won't be doing what you was doing at the Blue House. It's just a bad moment for you right now, man. You're gonna be alright. You've been in the game long enough to know better. Come on, top rope. No, you're always in top rope back then. But that's funny. I met somebody the other day, last week. He said, "Yeah, I remember you when you was with the New York City and the MTA thing before the top rope shit. I've been watching you forever." I don't come across a lot of people like that. I forget the dude's name, man. I was sitting there eating McDonald's or something. Yeah, I was in Houston, yup. At Love's, Baytown. But yeah, man. But I was gonna hit the eject button. A lot of people want to hit the eject button. You know, this is what it is when things get, you know, rough. And right now with all this going on, a lot of people gonna hit the eject button, and you know, I remember after COVID, we said things was gonna get bad. Like I said, I'm gonna put the damn video in the damn description or whatever. And I seen Landstar drive said, no, not gonna happen to us. It ain't gonna happen to us. Yes, it will. It's just gonna happen out here first on the spot market, and then it's gonna come back to y'all. Y'all got all them contracts. You'll see. And all of the people that came around during the gold rush, a lot of them gone, left. You know, there's a lot of them that, you know, when I left, they went and got their authority too. And then what happened with them? Woo, they was in and out like a, what Biggie say? In and out like a robbery. Except they didn't get to do anything. They just crashed and burned. There's some still out there crashing and burning. They just don't know how to put the fire out. It's just it's a slow ass burning process. But yeah, I told them, I said, yeah, y'all gonna feel it too. You know, we got a lot of monkey see, monkey do ass drivers out here, and I don't know, man. It is what it is. Nick, why you driving through the city? Because I can. Because I know how to move accordingly. That's why. We gotta get out here and make this drop this afternoon. Strong solo. Strong solo. But we gonna make it happen. Get this money. And then where I'm gonna go, I should be able to strike gold. You see what's going on right here? A lot of fuckery. Get ready to get over. You know? There's still some fuckery. I don't want to get over. And that car really was going to try to get in there. You see this idiot right here? He was gonna really try to squeeze in there when I was coming. That's wild shit. We'll be alright. Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play. Shout out to my Atlanta folks in surrounding areas. Hope y'all doing alright. I don't have time to hang around. There ain't really nowhere to park the shit around here, hang around anyway. But I just wanted to get that video out there and talk to y'all for a minute. That's a little 18-minute video. I really wanted to make it 10. But with that said, we're gonna get on the other side, to the other side over here, and finish this whole thing out. And then I'm gonna make another video. We gotta talk about some other things. I'm not gonna be making 30-minute videos because different things is going on out here in the world, and try not to cram everything into one video. You know, I used to do doing little 30-minute videos, 40-minute videos, cramming everything in. Some people said it was good, but you know, sometimes, you know, the way YouTube is now, it just doesn't like play out right, you know. Unless it's drama filled and, you know, something crazy, then you know, I might get a little more, you know. But anyway, with that said, we are about to be on the other side in a few minutes. And we're going to keep it pushing. And with that said, it's your boy. We'll see y'all later.